Eli, take us through the other day when at practice when you were put out there and able to earn a scholarship. Just what was that day like, that moment like for you?
Felt like kind of like a dream come true. But I had like about I think 7 or 8 Division I scholarships, but I didn't really want those schools because I took a couple official visits. They didn't seem like they loved football as much as I did at the time. They just seemed like more of school and partying and all that, and I was just like, I wasn't really feeling it.
As Eli looked for schools with an ascending football program, Liberty's success caught his attention. He would apply, was accepted, and would begin attending, all without a guaranteed spot on the team or a scholarship. However, Eli would prepare himself for tryouts later that fall semester.
All summer and all September and October, I was just working out. It was a little bit hard with just like keeping up with the money, keeping up with the bills and all that. At first, it was definitely like a nervous, like butterflies in my body, thinking like, should I really do this? Should I pass up money to not make money to try and work my way up? But I definitely had to take a leap of faith and just trust in myself and that like I can really do this, to understand that it'll be okay and it'll work out.
Y'all doing good up here? Good to see y'all. Man, when I get to heaven, that's the hair I'm gonna have, dude.
After trying out in October, Eli began the spring semester, still waiting to hear if he'd made the team. During this waiting period, he began taking a required class called Evangelism 101, taught by Dr. David Wheeler.
When I found out I was taking Evan, I was like, I didn't really know what it was. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I would go to Evan and I would always show up late, and I'm just like, with my hood on, not really wanting to go in. And Dr. Wheeler used to always tell me like smile, put a smile on your face. And he would always like shake my hand when I'd come in and just ask me how my day's going. Ever since then, I would like wait after class to just talk to him. And then he would always like have to talk to a bunch of kids, but I was always wanting to be like the last person to talk to.
We would talk after class, and I'd get there, walk around, and just touch base with him. And Eli would walk with me, when I would go to my next class, or he'd walk with me, sometimes all the way back up to my office. And we would just talk as we're going. And through those conversations, I found out that Eli wasn't a Christian.
Growing up, it was just like go to church every Sunday. We didn't really pray every day, but most of the times I would only talk to God on Sundays. As a kid, football was just always going good for me. And like the only thing that was really a major factor was the financial issues, and like it never really dawned on me that like God is real and that God is in your life and that he's helping you in your life.
During their walks, Dr. Wheeler would continue to pour into Eli and learn more about his story, until one day, the conversation led to a life-changing decision.
And so sitting in my office that day, I walked through the gospel and just said, Eli, are you ready to surrender your life to Christ? I'm not talking about getting religion. I'm not talking about just improving your life. I'm talking about, are you willing to give your life, everything that you are, into God's hands and say, okay, from this point on, God, I want you to take my life and I want you to multiply yourself through me. Are you willing to surrender yourself to that? That's exactly what Eli did.
He said, you could always repent. You could always talk to God. You could always say sorry and God would always listen. But that definitely helped me out. Like I was wrestling for a little minute, like for probably a whole month and a half, I was wrestling, like thinking like, is this the right thing to do? Is this not the right thing to do? But in the end, it definitely ended up paying off.
And as it just so happened, that same week, he received the news he'd been waiting on from Liberty Football.
I will never forget, I got a text from Dr. Wheeler. And the text basically said, hey, I just led one of your football players to Christ in my office. And so I looked at the name and I texted him back and I said, Doc, you must have the wrong sport because this guy's he's not with football. And so that week we had actually taken on some walk-ons. So I went and looked at the list and there was Eli.
I called my mom at the time, and then I called my best friend right after, and then I told them both like I made the team. And at first I didn't realize all the blessings that were there, but then as the time came, I started to realize all the blessings that were coming
Over the next 2 years, as Eli's relationship with God grew,
Eli, I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son.
so did his impact as a walk-on for the Flames. He would continue to work multiple jobs to pay for school, trusting that God would provide. Then, heading into the 2024 season, head coach Jamie Chadwell told the team at the end of practice,
Eli catches the ball, he's on full scholarship.
So everybody's real excited about it, and then their sun's out and it's bright. And I put him right in the sun, but I knew he was going to catch it. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered if you threw up a ping pong ball. He would have caught that. You know, it was meant to be. It was his time. And the majority of the guys, when he caught it, man, he ran towards the other end zone, and they've seen it. They've seen the work he's putting in. They see every day what he shows up and does. Pretty special time.
I was saying that Dr. Wheeler from me.
It was a powerful thing to watch him do. It's always a powerful thing to watch someone come to Christ. But I know God's going to do great things through Eli's life.